Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel of PRATHAM Test Prep. Myself, Juhi Sharma, and here we are with yet another current affairs session, which will cover the current affairs from the 4th of June to the 9th of June. Yes, I know that entrances are near, and we have like entrances in the next 40 to 45 days. We have majority of the entrances that will get covered, and current affairs are very, very important. This is the last time, or this is the last phase actually, wherein you need to actually start doing with the current affairs sessions, right? Please start with the current affairs sessions or current affairs if you haven't already started yet, because already you have a lot of backlog which has been created. So for all of you, those who are new over here, so hi, welcome to Pratham Test Prep. My name is Juhi Sharma, and here we are for the current affairs session. Now, these current affairs sessions, these get conducted on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. So keep your calendars marked, because we will be covering current affairs, the super, super important current affairs for undergraduate entrances, right? And these current affairs are super important because already we have a lot to study. So better study the recent months through these YouTube videos. So if you want to get more such videos, if you want to get notified for more such current affairs sessions videos, then hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. It basically motivates all of us. And yeah, without wasting too much of time, let's see what all has happened from the 4th of June to the 9th of June. So the first news that we have is the World Environment Day observed on 5th of June. Okay. World Environment Day observed on 5th of June. This is very, very common and a very important day. So this is a news from important days. Okay. World Environment Day observed on the 5th of June. Now, whenever we are studying, whenever we are doing important days, just make sure that you are doing the theme of it as well. So you have the theme and you have the day/date. These two things are super, super important, theme and day/date. So World Environment Day is observed every year on 5th of June, basically to raise the awareness about our environment, right? So over a period of time, the environment conditions are degrading. People have to be aware. People have to globally, people have to take the environment actions, positive environment actions for a sustainable future. To create a better future, there should be positive environmental actions as well, right? So this World Environment Day, we have pledged to actually do what? To actually keep the theme as only one earth, right? So the theme for the year 2022 for World Environment Day was only one earth. Now, 2022 World Environment Day was super, super special because on this particular day, this particular year, that is 2022, there was a historic milestone. That was it. That means the historic milestone was marked because it was this year, this was the 50th year since we are celebrating World Environment Day from 1972. So we started celebrating World Environment Day from 1972 after the Stockholm Conference that was conducted in 1972. And since then, we have started World Environment Day, and the event led by United Nations Environmental Program, that is UNEP, firstly observed in June 1973 after the Stockholm Conference. So 2022 marks the 50 years for World Environment Day. To save our environment, to have a sustainable future, to have a better future, this particular day is observed. Now, moving further to the next important news that had happened was World Food Safety Day. Yes, World Food Safety Day is really, really important. And if you are a student who's appearing for, let's say, hotel management courses, now these type of news are related with the course that you're doing. So World Food Safety Day, of course, it is important for all the entrances, but hotel management people, Just take a note of it, keep a note of it. World Food Safety Day observed on the 7th of June. Again, a news from important days. Now, why World Food Safety Day? Or what is World Food Safety Day? Basically, we know there are a lot of airborne diseases, right, that we need to detect, that we need to manage, and that we need to avert, right? So this World Food Safety Day is observed to improve the human health, to improve the human gut, right? So Food and Agricultural Organization, which is known as FAO, along with WHO, they jointly observe this day, that is World Food Safety Day, and that is observed on the 7th of June, right? Now, Food Safety Day was marked by the United Nations General Assembly, that is UNGA, in December 2018, and since then we are observing World Food Safety Day. Now, you might be thinking, कि मैम, okay, ये तो आपने World Food Safety Day के बारे में बताया, but what is the theme of the year 2022? So the theme for the year 2022, about a theme for World Food Safety Day, is safe food and better health. Safe food and better health is the theme for World Food Safety Day, which is observed on the 7th of June. Okay. Now, moving further to the next important news, we have Union Minister Jyotirat Scindia announced first ever National Air Sports Policy 2022. Now, we know that Jyotirat Scindia is what? He is the Civil Aviation Minister, right? He is the Civil Aviation Minister, right? And he has launched the first ever National Air Sport Policy. With what aim? With the aim to tap on the country's potential in the field of air sports. Yes, our country has a lot of potential in the field of air sports, and because of that, to tap onto that, our Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, he has launched the first ever National Air Sports Policy, right? So a lot of revenue even was given in that, and the Air Sports Federation of India, that is ASFI, will be the what? Will be the nodal body, will be the central body actually for the air sports, and for the policy that was actually done what? Announced by Union Civil Aviation Minister, right? And one more thing, not only air sports, right? Besides these 13 air sports association which are related to this national air sports policy, there will be various other air sport disciplines like aerobatics, like powered aircraft, then watercraft, ballooning, drones, parachuting, aero modeling, right? Gliding, paragliding, hang gliding, and n number of air activities will be a part of this particular thing. And also the government, right, it has even announced earlier this year that it would take steps to make India what? Make India one of the top air sports nations by 2030. And now a step towards it, as one of the step towards it, Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has launched the National Air Sport Policy. Very, very important, right? Now, moving on to the next important news, we have Virat Kohli became the first Indian to hit 200 million Instagram followers, right? Now, this is something which is very, very important for if you are, let's say, appearing for management courses. Such news can come that Virat Kohli, he has been appointed, he has become the first Indian to do what? To hit 200 million followers on Instagram. Now, we know that Virat Kohli is a former captain. He is Indian cricket star. He's a cricketer, right? He has a lot of followers on Instagram, and 2 million followers. He has become the first Indian to have 2 million followers on Instagram, right? Now you must be thinking, ma'am, okay, we know that Virat Kohli is the first Indian to have 2 million followers on Instagram, but probably he's not the only person or the first person to have this in the world. You might think, ma'am, who is on the first rank to have a lot of followers, to have maximum number of followers? So it is actually a football star, the Portugal football star we all know, Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. he tops the chart, right? He has 451 million followers, right? Ahead of Argentina football captain and FC Barcelona legend Messi. So Messi has 334 million followers. Do you see that earlier in 2021, Virat Kohli, he has become the first Asian celebrity to have what? To have 150 million followers. And now he has become the first Indian to hit the 200 million followers list. Now, Virat has surpassed whom? Virat is right now, Virat Kohli, he is on rank third. Rank 1 is Messi, rank 1 is Ronaldo, rank 2 is Messi, and rank 3 per there is Virat now, and Virat has surpassed whom? He has surpassed the Brazil superstar Neymar, right? Now, Virat Kohli has become the third most followed active athlete on Facebook. Now, you should know that they will not ask you the specific number of followers. Hardly any interest would ask you that what is a specific number of followers, but they might ask you who's at rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3. And since Virat Kohli is the first Indian to hit these many million followers, this news is important. Okay. Now, moving further to the next news, we have IRCTC became the first agency to connect two countries via tourist train. Now, we know that this was something which was done already, announced that and those two countries are and Nepal. Now people can actually start a journey, right? If you know, in the one of the YouTube sessions which I have taken a few weeks ago, there we did what? There we did that the complete Ramayana Yatra circuit, right? And this is a distance. A train will move under the Bharat Gaurav scheme, which will cover the entire Ramayana circuit, right? And in that, the train also, it has a stop at the temple which is in Nepal, right? So it is the Ram Janki temple in Janakpur, which is in Nepal. Now, what is this Bharat Gaurav scheme? Now, you all must have heard about Dekho Apna Desh. So this Dekho Apna Desh is a tourism initiative, right? It is a tourism initiative of the government of India, right? Dekho Apna Desh, just to promote domestic tourism. And under this initiative, this is a scheme which has been launched by IRCTC. This has been launched by the government of India to connect what? To connect two countries via tourist train. Okay. Now, next thing that you need to do is that for the first time this special Ramayana Yatra or this particular Ramayana circuit जो है आपका वो cover होगा, and the stop is at Janakpur, which is in Nepal, at the Ram Janki temple. Now, this train, it will start definitely from Delhi, from the Safdarjung railway station, and it will cover the distance of 8,000 kilometers, and it will connect India and Nepal. And as I've already told you that this is an initiative by the government of India under Dekho Apna Desh program, right? And who is the chairman and MD of IRCTC? It is Rajni Hasija. Rajni Hasija is the chairman and MD of IRCTC. Now, moving further to the next news, we have Appointments Committee of Cabinet appointed heads of 3 public sector banks. Now, we know that there's this appointment committees of cabinet. They do these appointments in all of these public sectors, right? So this appointment committee of cabinet, which is abbreviated as ACC, they have approved 3 names to head 3 public sector banks. Now, what are these 3 banks? These 3 banks are number 1, Union Bank of India, number 2, the Indian Overseas Bank, and number 3, Punjab and Sindh Bank. So these 3 banks, right, they have appointed the CEOs of these 3 banks. Now, Mani Mekhalai, he is the executive director of Canara Bank. Now he has been appointed as what? Appointed as the MD and CEO of Union Bank for a period of 3 years. He will replace whom? She will replace whom? She will replace G. Rajkiran Rai. This is important. Or specifically, if you're giving any such entrances in which business awareness is a part of, this news is super important. Now, next appointment is Ajay Kumar Shin appointed. He has been appointed as the MD and CEO for 3 years, and he will replace whom? He will replace Pratham Sengupta, right? So Ajay Kumar Srivastav, Executive Director at the Overseas Bank, has been appointed. It's MD and CEO, and he has replaced whom? He has replaced Pratham Sengupta. And about the Punjab National Bank, about the third bank, which is actually the Punjab and Singh Bank, right? So Executive Director of the Punjab National Bank, whose name was Swaroop Kumar Saha, he has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Punjab and Sindh Bank for a period of 3 years, and he will replace S. Krishnan. So anywhere in any of the current affairs sessions or in any of the classes, in any of the current affairs classes, if you have heard so and so as the MD and CEO of these banks, then make sure to update your notes. So now what you need to know, you need to know, number one, A. Manik Mehlai, who was the executive director at Canara Bank, has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Union Bank of India, has replaced whom? G. Rajkiran Rai, right? Now, next thing, Ajay Kumar Shankar as the MD and CEO of Indian Overseas Bank, has replaced whom? Has replaced Pratham Sengupta. Third important pointer, Swaroop Kumar Saha, who's the Executive Director of Punjab National Bank, now has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Punjab and Sindh Bank. He will replace whom? He will replace S. Krishnan. So these are what? These are the important pointers about the newly appointed heads of 3 public sector banks. And what are these banks? These banks are Union Bank of India. Second is Indian Overseas Bank. And the third is Punjab and Sindh Bank. So MD and CEO of these banks have been appointed by appointment committee of the cabinet. Okay. Now moving further to the next news, we have India ranked lowest among 180 countries in environmental performance index. Now, in the environmental performance index, India has been placed at the bottom of a list. Now, these performance index has been released by whom? This was actually judged by the performances by US-based organizations. Now, you need to know what are the scores of the bottom ranking countries. So the score of India was 18.9, Myanmar 19.4, there was Vietnam, there was Bangladesh, there was Pakistan. These were the scores of the bottom ranking countries. Now, very easy. If somebody would ask you, ki ma'am, which is the top ranking nation? Again, Scandinavian nation. Number 1 pe we have Denmark in this list. At rank 2, we have UK, and at rank 3, we have Finland. So these are the top rankers in this particular list, which has been released by what? Which has been released, and particularly, what is the name of the index? The name of the index is 2022 Environmental Protection Performance Index. So the name of the index is 2022 Environmental Performance Index. Now, this index is released by Yale Center for Environmental Law and Policy and Center for International Earth Science Information Network, Columbia University. It is a report in which such type of an index is presented. Scores are given. There are different categories of countries, as in what is the environmental health of those countries, what is the ecosystem vital. There are different performance indicators, what is their climate change performance and everything. And in that, the top 3 countries are Denmark, UK, and Finland. And the lowest ranking countries is India, Myanmar, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Pakistan. Mostly the countries of Indian subcontinent. So these are the countries which are the bottom ranking countries, and India performed the lowest. Now, they will ask you the rank, the examiners, they will never ask you the score. Asking score, which usually they don't do, they rank. Okay. Now coming on to the next important award, next important news, which is IIFA Awards announced. Okay. Now, if you follow the all the famous Bollywood celebrities, if you follow Indian celebrities, Indian TV and television and film stars, then you must be knowing that few days back they all had gone to Abu Dhabi, and there they were doing what? There they were having a gala time about the IIFA Awards. There were a lot of reels, a lot of Insta reels, there were a lot of YouTube shots, a lot of stories were there which floated on all our Instagrams, right? So IIFA Awards were conducted in Abu Dhabi, and these awards, they were hosted by Salman Khan, Manish Paul, and Ritesh Deshmukh. These were the three people who hosted these IFA awards. Now, what is the full form of IFA awards? These are basically the International Indian Film and what Academy Awards on 23 June also. Yes. So this is International Indian Film Academy Awards. These are what? These are the IFA awards. Now you need to know few categories. Whenever you are doing any awards, you need to know certain categories and not the entire list. First of all, you need to know the best picture. Second thing, you need to know best actor. Third is best actress. Then need to know best director. Right, these are few categories at least you should know. Okay, so the best picture was given to Sher Shah, biopic Sher Shah, Captain Vikram Batra's biopic Sher Shah, in which Siddharth Malhotra played the lead role. Right, now director Vishnu Vardhanan was awarded the best director for the same movie Sher Shah. So director Vishnu Vardhanan directed which movie? He directed Sher Shah and he got the best director award. Now you must be thinking that is it a case every time that a best films director gets the best director award? No, it is not the case every time, right? Now, next thing you need to know that who got the best actor award. So the best actor award was given to Vicky Kaushal for his movie Sardar Udham Singh. Sardar Udham Singh was the movie for which Vicky Kaushal got the best actor award, and Kriti Sanon got the best actress award for her movie Mimi. Yes, Kriti Sanon award got the best actress award for her movie Mimi. Okay, now there are few additional things that what entrances usually don't ask, but for your knowledge you should know that who was the best debut male. The best debut male was given to Ahan Shetty for his role in Tadap, the movie, and the best debut female was given to Sharvari Wagh, who was the Bubbly in Bunty or Bubbly movie too. So Sharvari Wagh and Ahan Shetty got the best actress and best actor male respectively. Right now, 150 film nominations were there. There is a part of there's a whole selection process which goes on, right? And Sher Shah movie, it had the maximum number of nominations. There were 12 nominations of Sher Shah. 83 movie had 9 nominations, and Ludo had 6 nominations, right? So these were all about the IFA awards, but predominantly you should focus on all these 4 categories. That is best picture, best actor, best actress, and best director. Moving further to the next news, we have Ramakrishnan Mukherjee became the first Indian to recognized as UNGC Global SDG Pioneer, right? Now, what is UNGC? UNGC is United Nations Global Compact. And what is SDG? SDGs are the Sustainable Development Goals, right? It is for the very first time that any Indian has been positioned on this particular board. Any Indian has been recognized for even such a position. Okay. Now, who is Ramakrishnan Mukherjee? Ramakrishnan Mukherjee is the founder and managing director of Maitri Aquatex, which is a make in India company, right? And he has been recognized as Global Sustainable Development Goal Pioneer for water stewardship by the UNGC. Okay. Now, there's the company, it has a unique solution called Meghdoot, in which alternative water concept is used, which is known as the atmospheric water generation, right? So the water which his company Maitri Aquatex gives, due to their solution, that particular water is 6 times as much fresh as all the water of all the fresh water that is combined for all the rivers in this planet. That means basically very fresh water this particular company it provides, right? So Ramakrishnan Mukherjee, who is the founder and managing director of Maitri Aquatex, is particularly what he has been recognized for this particular position. And with this, we have covered all the important news of these particular dates, all the important news from 3rd of June to the 9th of June. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. Hit this video, right? Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Pratham Test Prep's channel if you haven't done already. And yes, keep revising, keep preparing for your boards and entrances. Give this video a like. like this video. And yeah, I shall be meeting you super soon in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.